Now that we have laser targeted how hate murders one's brother, we turn to the other side of the equation, wherein we learn how the love of God unfolds. 1 John 3:16a. Hereby perceive we the love of God, because he laid down his life for us. Let's dig deeper. How? Because he laid down his life for us. There is a serious problem with this statement. 1 Timothy 1:17. Now unto the King eternal, immortal, invisible, the only wise God, be honor and glory forever and ever. Amen. If God is immortal, then God cannot die. Immortal beings cannot die. So then, how did God lay down his life for humanity? 1 John 4:9. God sent his only begotten Son into the world that we might live through him. The Bible clearly says that God sent God's Son. Can you imagine sending your son into harm's way for those who have become enemies? Romans 5:10. For if when we were enemies, we were reconciled to God by the death of his Son, much more being reconciled, we shall be saved by his life. That is exactly what God did. Next time you think of your most vile enemy, compare that to what God did through his Son, and you will find your issue pales by comparison. God couldn't have laid down his life by God's death because that would be impossible for God, given that God cannot die. However, God could lay down God's life through the death of God's Son, which is exactly what took place. With that truth understood, what should our response be? This will be the focus content in our next study.